Welcome to my channel orin.com. In this video, we are going to see the grade 6 science, how we are going to write the lesson plan. Friends, I have chosen the lesson 8, animals form and function. So the concepts in this lesson include the inside of our body, body movements, movement in animals and movement in human beings. So these are the concepts we are going to see in this lesson. We are going to teach for the children. The time duration, for example, I have given here this body movements lesson usually will falls during the October month, the second and third week. So it may take 10 days. Friends, the CBSE norms, that is the expected learning outcome as per the board. So here I have given the how the children recollect the body movement of different animals and how they differentiate the movement of earthworm, snail and cockroach, and how they recount the knowledge of movement in fish, birds and snakes, and how they identify various parts in human skeletal system and their functions, and finally how they will demonstrate the working of the muscular system. So these are the norms usually we use to write in the lesson plan, friends. And the next step is we need to fill up the missing gaps, that is the prior knowledge and the extended learning. So before starting a lesson, a concept, we used to test the children's prior knowledge. Yes. So for this concept, what are the prior knowledge we can test? We can test them by asking questions related to cellular organization and also raising questions like plant body parts and functions and organ system. And what are the extended learning for this topic? So we can correlate, we can extend this topic to control and coordination and the nervous system and the discussion on immovable living organism. So like this we can fill up the missing gaps before we start the concept. And I have included an additional topic in the lesson plan, that is the additional information. So how this topic can be added on? So we can correlate this concept to significance of yoga, because this lesson is about the body movements. We can say about the significance of yoga, and because we are studying about the movement of other animals also in this lesson, no. So earthworm is farmer's friend. So the movement of earthworm in the soil, no, how it makes the soil to become fertile. So that additional information we can add on. And the regular exercise is essential for our body movements. So in order to fit, in order to keep our bones and muscles in a proper function, regular exercise is necessary, so that point we can include as an additional information. And then last one, balanced diet for our health, like intake of calcium and phosphorus rich food. So these calcium and phosphorus are very essential for our bones, yes, and also for our teeth. So we can give additional information for the children like this related to the concept, friends. And we can include the values like group discussion. So here I have to given a topic, a physically disabled person needs your acceptance, not your sympathy. So like this, children should realize the values based on the concept. So in two way we are educating the child, that is about the body movements in humans as well as the animals, and also we inculcate the values in them so that the children may know better about the animal forms and functions. The next topic I have given is extension wondering. See, if you take the animal forms, many animals movement they will be studying in this lesson. So why do we see earthworms only during rainy season? So what is the need for the earthworm to come out during the rainy season alone? Because during the rainy season, the soil air space will be filled up with the water, so that the earthworm cannot survive under the soil. So that's the reason we see earthworms only during the rainy season, not during the summer season. So we can give opportunities to the child to think about the extension wondering. And one more point also we can add on, earthworm is an hermaphrodite. It has both male and female gametes, female reproductive system. So that's also an extension wondering. So while hearing this, the child may feel, wow, Yes, so that is the extension wondering. So if you take the class, in a class, we can see wild type of children. So all children will not be the same, may not be the same type. There are children unique. So they may feel the extension wondering about the earthworms and its creature also. And one more thing is significance of using plaster of Paris to prepare bones and teeth. Since this lesson is related to the body movements, including the skeletal system and the muscle system, they may search information, they may search the significance or the importance of the plaster of Paris if there is any fractures or accidents in the bones, how it is used. The plaster of Paris is used to prepare the bones and the teeth to fill up that area. So the like this we can include extension wondering as one of the topic in the lesson plan. And the next topic I have given here is the thinking opportunities. So we should provide opportunities to the child to think about its movement the same as location, and why do underwater divers wear fin like flippers on their feet, and what would happen if there were no bones and no freely movable joints in our body. So we should give opportunities to the child to think. So that is the thinking opportunity. We in turn inculcate the thinking skill. So we are making the child to shine in their future also if they think critical thinking and problem solving children. Yes, so that's about the thinking opportunities. I have given one more topic in this lesson plan. And the next one is cross-curricular connections. So they learn only in science, but they should know how to relate the concept with the English, Tamil, Maths, and also social. So what are the activity skills we can give in other subjects? That's about the CCC, cross-curricular connections. So if you take the English, we can tell the child to recite a poem on the movement of birds. And if it is a Tamil language, means we can tell them to make a role play on bones and joints, like a group activity. And then if you take the max, no, we can insist the child to do a graphical representation on the number of bones in 5 to 7 vertebrate animals. And if we take the science again, we tell them to make a report to detect the fractures that might have taken place during accidents using X-ray image. So they can make a report using the X-ray. And finally, the social, how they can relate with social investigation on evolution of life through the study of fossils. So the bones which we get as fossils. So through the bones, the archaeologists they are able to investigate the evolution of life. No? So the child can go and search and find out the evolution of life. So these are the cross-curricular connections that we may include in our lesson plan, and we can also take those activities for the skill assessment. So resources, first one is collection of animal pictures. So we can tell the child to collect the different animal pictures and their movements and they can stick it in their notebook. So this is one way of visual aid so that the child may learn, may understand better about the animals and their movements. And second thing I have given here is biological specimen of cockroach, earthworm, fish and snail. So this we can make use from our biological lab itself from the school. So we can bring the specimen to the class, or if we can is possible we can take the children to the lab itself and we can go and give the demonstration on the structure of the animals, and then the real specimen of earthworm and cockroach. The children will be more eager to collect the real specimen of earthworm and cockroach if we give this task to collect. So they will bring the specimens to the class. So that will be helpful for us to explain more about the movement in the animals. And the fourth one is specimen of human skeletal system, which is in the lab. And what are the key learning by the children in this lesson? The child may learn about the locomotion, what is the movement, and then vertebrate and invertebrate animals, that is the animals which have the bones and which do not have bones, and about the skeletal system in animals and the bones and their different types of joints and what are the ligaments and cartilage and tendons. So these are the learning by the children. Friends, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. So that will be very helpful for me to improve myself in my future videos. Thank you, friends.